Is it pretty?
My dad is a skeleton for mine.
Yeah. Do you like it? How do you think? Rate me. Hello my fae, welcome to MaiMoments, the best channel for makeup and hair tutorial and also products review. Today I'm gonna take you to a different side of the world where half is angel and looking beautiful and claim another is a devil and scary. And so this is a skeleton makeup. It looks complicated, but trust me, it's super easy. The products we are going to need is the Jaclyn palette. If I was to invited to a kid party, definitely they're gonna kick me out because there will be a lot of kids crying looking at this makeup. It is Halloween month, so you can be whatever you want to be. So let's get started. So as you can see, I already did one of my eyebrows on my left side. I'm going to leave this blank because there's a purpose for that. Before we getting started to do a makeup, it's important to prep your skin. Today I'm going to try Ofra. So this product's right here, I know it for more the makeup side. I never knew they have like skincare, so it's pretty going to be interesting. It has some kind of scent, but I cannot figure it out. It's kind of like a little bit fresh, like chemical. I don't know. It's not the nicest, but it felt really nice on my skin. It's important to prep your skin in order to have a good surface to work on, especially if you're going to draw all over your face. You need a smooth skin and also moisturize so it's not going to flake later on. Usually whenever I use serum, it look more liquefied and have a smaller molecule which is going to melt into your skin. But this one is basically a little thick, but whenever you apply it to your skin, it basically melt into your skin. So I'm not going to complain about that part, but it's just the scent, it's not the greatest. The reason why you are applying the cream base or moisturizers because it's a thicker molecule. So it's gonna lock everything in. Oh my gosh, she is thick. I might add so much. Oh, this smells like orange juice. Wow, because it's vitamin C. I have put so much, that's why it looked like in white cast. We definitely have to blend it out. You are probably wondering why did I do my eyebrows before I apply some my skincare. The reason why whenever you apply moisturizers to your skin, the wax of the eyebrows cannot have a grip, so that's why it's really hard to draw. And I noticed that whenever I apply the eyebrows first, then skincare is much better. I cannot stress enough that you definitely need a good prep of your skin. Giving it some nutrients, nurturing the skin before I apply some harsh chemicals of makeup into it. Do you see my hands? It's always a mess because I'll be trying products and then I'll be doing some stuff. So my hands on the left side is always be a mess every single day. So usually I wait about 30 seconds to 1 minute to make sure all the products that I apply will sink into my skin, will help it nurturing before we apply some harsh makeup. It's important to press on the products where you usually have a lot of pores or a really big pores. Just press the products in, making sure that the surface is nice and smooth, so whenever you are applying makeup, it's going to have a great grip. I'm going to start off from the outer corner of my eyes using this color right here, and I'm going to blend it in my inner corners. By the way, I'm using M433, dipping the colors like a rusted orange, and then I'm going to blend out on top of my imaginary crease line, and you should do that too because in order the color to show, you have to go above your crease line. And then I'm just basically making the shape of V and blending out. Whenever you pick up the color, make sure you tap out the excess before applying because you don't want the excess to fall upon underneath your eye. And we are going to blend it up like this. This is not super hard. You just have to blend it out, making sure that everything is smooth and nice and have a radiance effect to it. So I'm going to pick up more color, tap out the excess, and starting from the outer corners and gradually blend out toward the inner corners. You want the intensity at the end of your eyes because it's going to give an opening effect rather than have too harsh line above here. We want this part to be soft and light as possible. So I'm just going to blend it out like this. And as you can see, one color does turn to two colors because of a lighter colors and a darker colors. But even though we only use one colors, making sure to blend. I have to grab a smaller brush. This is the M456. It does not have any colors, but I just want to smooth out the colors because there's some harsh line on the top and I need to really target with a smaller brush. For cut crease, I'm going to use this Morphe brushes M422. I'm going to dip in the Tarte Shape Tape. This is a color light neutral, and I'm going to shape out the way that I want my eye to look like. You can actually create any shape that you are desire. I'm just going along creating a fake cut crease that is going to look good with my eye shapes. When it's come to cut crease, your goal is to make the line very sharp, and also the colors that underneath should be gone. So using this concealers, if you are going to over it like twice, I'm pretty sure it would definitely cover. For the corner of my eyes, I'm using this color right here. It's absolutely amazing colors that have a duochromes, which will have an opening eye effect. Using a different brushes, I'm going to dip in this copper colors right here. It's absolutely amazing with golden duochromes, and I'm just going to blend it in evenly. We are dividing in 4 parts to make sure that we have enough room to adding more colors. The next color, I'm going to pick up this right here. It will be the third layer. I'm just going to blend it in right there. Last color, it will be black. So make sure you have enough room, but it's okay to blend it in. By the way, I did have to use a different brush. We don't want to double dip in using the same colors. Lastly, I'm going to pick up a smaller brush, dip it in this black color right here. Just let you know, it's a very intense black, so make sure you are going to build up the colors instead of picking up too much color. You do have to tap out the color before you blend in. I'm creating a fox eye shape. It just depends on what your desire. With the same black, I'm using a angle brush to outline my bottom lid. If you make a mistake, don't worry, use a Q-tip to clean it up. I'm going back to the color Pearl White, and I'm going to outline my brown bone to intensify the perfections of my eyebrows. For eyeliners, I'm going to use Stila liquid eyeliners, and starting from the outer corner, draw a triangle shapes horizontal, and then connecting the dot, make sure that you are going to have a thinner strokes toward the inner corner of your eyes. To create this sexy fox eye effect, I want to draw a straight line going down like this, and I'm going to connect the dot from the inner corners, creating like a little triangle. Now I'm going to add my favorite pair of lashes. If you need help on this, I have a video dedicated for that. So I'm going to block out my eyebrows using this Elmo glue, and I'm going to go against my eyebrows like this. Oh yeah, it's looking crazy. That's what we want. While waiting for the glue to dry, I think it's a great opportunity to start in foundations. I'm using It Cosmetics CC Plus, and I'm going to blend out half of my face, and I'm going to leave the other half blank because later on we are going to use a different foundations. Once your eyebrows is saturated with Elmo glue, I'm going to use this spoolie, and I'm going to brush it up like this. Go along with your natural shape of your eyebrows, how it grows, because it's going to be easier to lay it down flat rather than going against it. If you never do this before, you probably think I'm crazy, but trust me, I have tried 15 times in a row and none of my eyebrows fall. So you can definitely do this and be safe. So you have to wait until it dries, and I'm going to apply another layer going along with my eyebrows using a spoolie again, and then I'm going to brush it up. If there's any excess or any gunky, you can definitely take it off because we definitely want a smooth surface as possible for the next step. Since I saw some hair still sticking up, I'm going to add in another layer, and yes, you can definitely add into the fourth layer if you like. This technique is from a drag queen whenever they perform, so it's definitely safe to be used. And if you're wondering how we're able to take it off, just use soap and water, it will come right off. I'm using a Coty Air Sponge Translucent Powders, and don't be scared to really pack on that powders on top of your eyebrows because it's going to help fulfill in the gap and it's going to make smooth. Also, it's going to help blocking out your eyebrows because your goal is to lighten up your eyebrows. After a good minute, I'm going to use a all over face brush to brush out any excess. At this point, you can definitely use a corrector's color to correct out the colors like orange, but for me, I don't really need all my eyebrows to block it out, so I'm just going to use a concealer instead. Then using a beauty blender to blend out the colors, then I'm going to pack on another layer of the Coty Air Sponge Translucent Powder. This is definitely going to help the durations of this makeup last the whole day and also definitely lighten up that eyebrows. Dust off your excess before starting another process. And yes, you will still able to see your eyebrows at this point, but it's not important. Later, whenever you add foundation and the colors, it should completely gone. And you don't want to add too thick of colors during this point because it's going to be too thick later on. Before we starting on this party, I'm going to divide my face in half using this lip liner from LA Girl's Perfect Position in this color Nude. And I'm just dividing my face in half. You definitely need line to know where you're going in order to be success. I'm just going to straight up using the applications from this foundations, and I'm going to draw an outline just to know where I'm going to stop, and then using the applications just to fill in any blank I needed to cover my face. Then later I'm going to smooth out the surface using a beauty blender, and yes, it does work. It's so perfect. And later, since I see some of the colors showing through, I want to add another layer. With this second layer is going to cover everything, and I really like the turnout.
Okay, so I really want to go out with my makeup like this on a broad daylight and like doing grocery shopping. I wonder if anybody look at me weirdly with this makeup because I'm pretty confident that if I walk outside, I can wear this. So I really want to see other people, you know, impressions of how crazy this woman is.
Going back with the new lip liner, I'm going to draw an outline like this. It is a circle. This is where I'm going to add the colors black and fill it in.
Oh my gosh, imagine me going to my nephew's birthday party. There will be a lot of kids crying. Literally 3 weeks ago, I went to a birthday party that my cousin hosts, and there was a bunch of kids. I mean, there was one kid that saw my face cry because I did my Halloween makeup on the end of September, and then there was another kid just say, "Ew, your face looks scary." I love it. And then later at the end of the night, I took off my makeup. So I asked him, how do I look? He was like, oh wow, you look pretty. Oh, it's so funny, I love it. Oh my gosh, this looked like I just got punched in the face. Or some panda. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely want to cover as much as possible, so I'm just going to use a tapping motion like this. And I'm telling you, I'm packing a lot of colors. Hopefully this color come out and not stain my eyes because it looked like somebody punched me in the face.
To enhance this makeup and make it more spooky, I'm going to add some shadows. And I'm going to start at the edge and gradually pull the colors out, and do you see those lines? It's going to turn out to be gray because whenever you mix black with white, it's going to come out gray. And just keep doing that until you are satisfied. I want you to be aware that I gently pulling the colors out, not harsh at all, and I let my brushes do the work.
Oh my gosh, imagine me going on my first date like this. He probably just see and leave.
I have to admit that I have so much fun laughing at myself doing this makeup right here. During the process, it looked extremely ridiculous, but the turnout is absolutely amazing.
This is like 10 years did not sleep. Oh yeah, baggy eyes. Like for real. Oh yeah. Talk about dark circle. This is dark circles. Yes, we are going in with the darkest colors right here. And we are going to concentrate in this area.
Once again, going back with a new lip liner, I'm going to draw the hollow of my nose. It looked more like fire, but it's not matter. People get the point. And let's fill it in with the black eyeshadows. And by the way, I feel it's much easier to use this detail brush. This is Morphe M250. It's so perfect to draw in the edge and making a perfect hollow nose. Let's start on our mouth area. I'm going to create like a smiley face. So I'm going to draw the line at the end of my mouth connecting to almost mid of my ears. And I'm going to color it in until I'm satisfied with the intensities of the line. So I did have to go back to the white foundation and apply on my lips because I want it to be in one colors. Hopefully this will be safe. I'm still living now, so I'm pretty sure that it is safe to be used. Just don't try to eat it. In my surprise, this foundation dries really quickly, and I'm going to draw in my mouth area. So I'm going to cut my lips in half, and then I'm going to shade it in with this black eyeshadow since I don't have a black lipstick. You can also do that, but I would say that if you're going to want your makeup last longer, I would definitely invest in a black lipstick instead of eyeshadows. But for now, it is okay. We're going to do what we have. So now I'm going to draw a line like this. Give it some spacing. It don't have to be a equal lines or a perfect line. You can definitely do whatever you want. I'm going to have a longer stroke and a shorter strokes. I think it's going to create more cool dimensions. Just be aware whenever I'm working closely to my mouth area, I'm going to have a closer spacing, and also I'm drawing a non-consistent line because it's going to give it a nice effect.
Oh yeah, it's looking too perfect, y'all. We're definitely going to blend it out.
By the way, I'm using a point brush to blend it in, and you don't want too harsh, so I did not pick up any more colors. I just used whatever I have and using that color right there to blend it out softly and evenly. I'm also going to blend out the line, so I'm just dragging it down depending on where the directions is want to go, but it's more like creating a shading. This is going to make it look even more scarier. When I work on the top line, what I like to do is actually having my brush starting from the mid and gradually stretching the color out. This is going to give a ombre effect and also lighten up on the tips because I don't want to have much colors on there. I really enjoy doing this because it's so relaxing and there's no right or wrong. You just see the line and just shade and have fun. Seriously, creating this look was so fun.
Oh yeah, making sure that that's nice and clean, and then I'm going to blend it out. You know, even skeleton, we definitely need a perfect jawline. So I'm gonna draw right here. I'm just going to shade it in. Okay, yeah. Okay, oh, I look creepy AF.
To create the face paint drips, I'm going to use the liquid foundations by Benefit, and this is really runny, so making sure that you're going to squeeze a little bit at a time and gradually working in sections and build up as you go.
So this product right here is really liquidy, so it's so perfect for this look. Look at that, it's just like dripping like crazy, and gravity do it work.
I'm just going along the line, and if you over here need to go over it because you want a better looking drips, then just stay in one area, squeezing out a lot of amount in that particular, and it will do it drops.
Oh yeah, this drip perfectly. Just be aware that use something that is not going to be that expensive because I mean this was the only one that I have that is very dripping. The other is more like a solid, so I use this, but I just definitely want you to be aware that you are going to waste a lot of products when you're doing this. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna stop that. I like the way it's going.
Lastly, I'm going to add a setting spray to secure my makeup, but just be aware that your drips foundation will never dry even throughout the day.
Hello, Dola.
Hello?
Hello. Let me see your face. You ready? Is it pretty?
Oh, that is a skeleton for night.
Yeah, do you like it? Oh, good? Is it 10 out of 10? Yeah?
No, 100 out of 100.
Well, thank you, baby. I love you so much.
1 million out of 1 million.
Oh, 1 million out of 1 million, you guys. This is the look. This is his favorite look. So you guys can see my little nephew approved this makeup as he say 10 out of 10. And I have shown this makeup to my parent and also brother. They totally shocked and disgust. But it's Halloween night. You can be whatever you want to be and nobody can judge you. Also, there's another 2 video waiting for you to click on, making your Halloween night even more scarier. Also, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for more notifications, and as always, love yourself, stay motivated, peace out.